Welcome to the Be Smart About Art podcast, delivered by yours truly, Susan J Mumford. This episode gives you ways to close additional sales and develop long-term customers all the while. Enjoy. I am asked by artists and dealers time and time again if it's okay to arrange payment plans for sales of art. My answer? Absolutely yes. Best practice is to retain the piece until it has been paid for in full. That is, unless an official loan program is used, in which the risk is not with yourself, but the loan company. In that case, that second case, the buyer takes credit with a loan company affiliated to the payment plan program, and the lender pays the gallery in full in advance. Still, the art piece should not be taken by the customer until the credit application at least has been approved. Now, I've been known to say that I never want to see a work of art break the bank account of a collector. Why is that? Well, I take a long-term view of developing client relationships with strong foundations. Payment plans mean that people who love the art that you make or sell don't feel pressurized to find all the payments up front. As a result of being able to buy art that they want on terms that work for them, there's a high probability of them becoming repeat clients. Consider one London-based art lover who decided it was time to buy her first quote-unquote real piece of art, that is not a poster. Paying in one lump sum would have been too big a hit on her own bank account at that stage. That is, that stage in her life. As the curator, I accordingly invited her to suggest a payment plan that suited her budget. Reluctantly, she suggested that she pay over a 4-month period. Though she thought it was a long period of time, that's relatively quick, as most payments plans go for at least 6 months, if not up to 12 months. For the interim period, an opportunity for increased exposure of the piece was arranged. That is to say, whilst she was paying for it, the work of art went onto public display in a trendy co-working office so more people could become familiar with it and perhaps buy other works in the edition. That is, the piece was an editioned work of art. As for happy buyers becoming repeat customers, well, on seeing an image of another piece by the same artist, that collector in the story committed to acquiring a second work of art. The experience of buying the first piece had been so easy, stress-free, and affordable, and therefore to buy a second piece was a no-brainer. You might then be wondering how to go about setting up such a payment plan in the first place. As ever, put terms into writing. And with that, state on the sales invoice that upon payment of the first installment, the client accepts the terms and conditions. One example of a term is ownership not passing to the client until payment has been received in full. Such agreements are important for payment plans. As for staying on top of the client, keeping up to date on payments, we'll send a monthly note by email to the client with payment details provided, giving a payment link or instructions. Set expectations by letting the client know from day one to expect the monthly reminder. Rather than being taken aback by the note, your buyer will view you as being a professional who keeps to your word. Better yet, the client can set up a standing order, or if you have the ability in one of these snazzy kind of online banking system 21st century direct debit options, they can always even set up a direct debit that just goes out automatically once a month. What about you then? Are there any sales that you haven't closed because the client didn't have enough funds in the bank account, yet they might be willing to set up a payment plan? Perhaps there's still time to make a payment plan offer. Many thanks for listening. Stay tuned for future episodes and browse previous editions. At Be Smart About Art, we're here to help you thrive in a changing art world. Art is your life. Make it your living.